It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. Thank you for being here, and you came at a good time because right now we're about to get into some entertainment, or at least the men behind the music. Joining us is MaxX and Love, and they're a blues duo primarily inspired by African and Delta blues. Now, they've entered the music scene with a lucid blend of the old-fashioned enlivened with experimental sound. I think we should have a listen to it to see what I'm talking about.
My little baby, she gon' jump and shine. Oh, that old train delayed me and I come walking out. Oh, baby, I'm trouble. I'm in no well, I just can't be satisfied, and I just can't keep from crying. One more time, I said that I just can't be satisfied.
Beautiful stuff. The best part is that you actually get to see all of that live in just a little bit. But let's get to know our band for today. MaxX and Love. Let's give them a feel good welcome. Come on. You guys are looking so good. Come on, dapper gents, if ever I have seen it. Let's start with how this even came about, the look and also the duo that you are.
Right. Well, MaxX and Love. We are friends of about 11 years now, but we started this band as a little bit of a out of boredom and frustration at the industry and our own personal experiences in the music industry in 2021. And things kind of snowballed in the right direction after some open mics, and we all of a sudden ended up in a band together, somehow on blues. He's a walking encyclopedia on blues and rock. So I thought it was just going to be a little bit of an experiment. Then it turned into a full thing, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. The outfits is a very old school inspired.
Please, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
And the outfits just come from the old school, you know. I'm very, as he had mentioned, that I'm a huge fan of the blues and rock and roll. Him from funk to soul and all that jazz. So whether we're looking at Prince and James Brown or we're looking at Led Zeppelin or Muddy Waters, somehow, you know, you gotta look good.
Yeah.
When you look good, you feel good.
When you feel good,
you do good.
I absolutely am here for this energy. Talk to me a little bit more about this genre, though. You went ahead and chose blues, which I think, number one, you guys are looking very young, right? In my mind, it's definitely associated with the old school, but you've taken this and you've also made it kind of South African. You've brought it home and made sure that people who don't necessarily touch on blues get exposed and experience it as well. So why this genre in particular?
I'll tell you this, we didn't choose the blues chose us.
Oh, come on now.
First of all, let's get that straight.
These blues got us too.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think when it goes, good art is timeless.
Right.
Should be timeless. Should transcend all generations or wherever it might lie. There's a great line in a Shakespeare play called Coriolanus, where one of the characters says, "That's our virtues lie in the interpretation of the time."
Okay, now.
So, so regardless of where you might find yourself in the timeline, you know, music, the meaning behind music or behind a song changes through the times. It adapts. You know, you listen to an Etta James song now, it's a different song, or we perceive it differently. We take it differently to what it was when it was released. And I think that's the beauty of art, that regardless of language, culture, or the demographic, where it might find itself, it changes meaning and it lives a different life in every life or in every ear or soul or heart that receives it.
Beautiful. Is he the songwriter? Because... Well, let's talk about this debut album that was released just 6 days ago.
That's right.
It is hot off the press. These blues might get you too. Tell me more about it and what inspired it.
So These Blues Might Get You Too is our debut album as MaxX and Love. It's been a labor of love. We were lucky enough to take all the songs that are on the album on the road over the past 2 years, 2.5 years, and kind of develop them and kind of let them live their lives so that they can be pressed down onto a record. So we're really proud of this process. We're really proud of the result that we've got. We got to work with an incredible producer by the name of Matthew Fink to make this beautiful piece. And it's an amalgamation of all of the things that we've been listening to and spending time with, from the Delta blues to rock and roll to African and West African blues and folk music, to all the things that we're inspired by. I think it represents us and the place that we're at in this country and in time well.
Sure, beautiful. I mean, you've got me, I'm sure they've got you too. And they've got so many Cape Town Bay shows coming up this weekend and this week, starting off in town and making their way all the way through to Alma Cafe, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Not only that, in your homes right now, you get to experience them in just a bit because we get a live performance from Max and Love. So excited to get into it, gents. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sure.